This right here is my favorite Goodwill.
Ooh, it's kind of fancy looking for a Goodwill.
Oh, it's the best.
After the right price.
So, we're looking at these. So these are like sewing patterns, vintage 70s, and they're asking $5 a box, and each box probably has 100, 200, I don't even know, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. And I'm like, there's gotta be some money in these. And for $5 a box, that's a big lot. I've heard it said, if you see 100 of something for cheap, you buy it and you sell it and you make money. So I think we've got something here.
I don't think you've ever bought something like this before.
I've never bought something like this, but it just seems like a no-brainer. Like if, you know, some of these lots, here's a 99 of them went for $90. And there's all sorts of sales on big lots.
So let's say even if they're 50 cents a piece, there's probably what, 50 in a box? 60 in a box?
I think there's more than that. Like I'm thinking there's 100 in a box. Like look at that.
Oh my goodness.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like certainly more than 50. Like probably 100 plus.
So, yeah.
It feels like a learning experience.
It feels like an education.
And I will take you guys with me through every step of it, and we need to get a cart. We might need 2 carts. Skylar, this is for you.
Poor Skylar.
I woke up this morning and said, I hope I get 1,000 vintage sewing patterns today. Let's get a second cart. Well, it just feels like destiny that at my favorite Goodwill, I fill the van with about 1,000 vintage sewing patterns that I have no idea how they're gonna do, how they're gonna sell. But I tell you what, I bought some random stuff like this before at this Goodwill, and it has panned out almost every single time. This is the spot, and I got a good feeling.
Skylar doesn't.
Sorry, Skylar. We'll work together to get these things out of here. If you're a viewer and you're watching this and you're super into these things and you want to buy them, let me know. But I doubt that we have many of those viewers.
Yeah, this is probably
Hey,
not the right crowd.
You never know.
Oh, for all this stuff for Christmas?
Yeah.
Chase is gonna take on sewing.
Yeah.
That's just really cool.
That's the only logical explanation.
All of our merchandise, link below, is hand sewn by Chase himself.
Hey, Granny, come here. What do you think? $5 a box for all these sewing patterns.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Lane looks for those, you know.
Lane does?
Them old ones.
Really?
From Simplicity, because she's in the store and she's made her 2 dresses.
Oh,
Where'd you get all that stuff?
So somebody passed away, and this
Oh,
is
my goodness.
their whole
Oh.
estate collection. They were $5 a box at the Marshall Goodwill.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you ought to make some money on those.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
All right.
Good job.
Thanks. So we got all the patterns home, started taking pictures, and before we did that, my cousin Lane, who is in high school, she's into sewing, she's into all this stuff. She went through everything, picked out 10 or 20 patterns, and kind of gave us an idea of what we had. So she did say that a lot of them look pretty good. They're uncut. They're 70s to 90s. This is definitely the weirdest thing I've probably bought this year, especially since there's like hundreds of them. But for $5 a box, I couldn't say no. One thing that I'd love to do is to buy my education. I say this all the time. I've done it with pocket knives. I've done it with toys. I've done it with all sorts of items where I've learned a ton and also, in most cases, made some money in the process. So this is a great way to do that, and hopefully we'll make some money. So it had been about 3 weeks since I got all of those sewing patterns. Feeling pretty bummed because nothing was selling. Got them all listed for like $1 a piece, so around $100 a lot. And I thought that they would sell. I thought that that would be good. Sent some 30% off offers. Couldn't get any bites, so I was gonna just totally write this video off as a fail. But then this happened. Box 1, $5.09, sold for $125 plus shipping. We did it. I am very, very thankful. So I got about 42, 43 bucks all in to 8 boxes. And so we're already more than a double up by selling just one of them. So that obviously leaves a lot of negotiating leverage on the rest. And this is officially a win. Would I do this kind of thing again? I'm really not sure if they would sell, if they would have sold really quickly. Absolutely. But they're big. They're probably still going to take a little bit of time to sell. And I don't have a ton of room, as you can see by looking behind me. So we're kind of maxed out, but it's a great learning experience. So next time I see these, I'll know, I'll have a good idea. If I see a bunch of them for a cheap deal and I've got space, it's a definite buy. So be on the lookout for sewing patterns. This is one of my favorite kinds of things to look at, to look for in Goodwill. Big boxes that they just put one flat price on. There's like more than 100 items and it's cheap. That's usually where you're gonna find the best stuff in Goodwills, in my experience, the bundle boxes. So be on the lookout for anything of that variety. Obviously this is not my normal thing, but I wanted to experiment with it and it worked out. So I am stoked. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button if you like buying your education. It's one of my favorite things to do. I put in some money, so I had to make it happen. I learned a lot along the way about sewing patterns. Being uncut is very important. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. Hit the like button if you made it this far. Until next time. Bart'll do.